Documentary, a non-fictional motion picture intended to document reality.
Welcome or welcome back to Advocate for Sickle Cell, where I support sickle cell by sharing experiences of myself and others living with sickle cell.
September is National Sickle Cell Awareness Month. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about a story. I want to tell you guys a story. Um, so you guys know about McDonald's. Everybody knows McDonald's, right? Everybody has probably eaten from McDonald's at some point in their life. Um, so some years ago, McDonald's used to have an option on their menu called supersize, where you could actually supersize whatever you ordered. Became a pretty popular term, supersize. So there was a man who actually ate at McDonald's for 30 days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And he actually showed his experience, documented his experience in a documentary. Through the course of the 30 days, his health started to decline. He gained weight, his cholesterol went up, he started having some liver issues, and he showed this through the documentary. The name of the documentary was called Super Size Me. Apparently, every time he ordered something, he would go for the supersize option. 6 weeks after this documentary aired, McDonald's ended up removing the supersize option from the menu and added salads to the menu. Now, you can speculate, but this probably was a direct correlation of the documentary. I have one more story to tell. There was a young lady who was in prison um, for about 15 years, and someone did a documentary on her story, her life, and how she got to prison, what happened to her. And after this documentary aired, there was a public outcry about this young lady being in prison. You guys probably are familiar with her now. Her name is Centoya Brown. So, this documentary, along with the public outcry, which actually partially came from the documentary, she is now a free woman. She's now no longer in prison. So, I tell these stories to say that documentaries can be very powerful. They can be very useful to affect change. They can be useful to create public outcry. And let's talk about spilt milk. Let's talk about sickle cell. Spilt Milk is a sickle cell documentary that's based on a man named Omar and his life with sickle cell. However, it also talks about his friendship with his best friend, who was actually the filmmaker of this documentary. So his best friend did a documentary to document Omar's life and what his life has been like living with sickle cell. Now, as a person living with sickle cell myself, I will say that he did a great job of documenting and making his situation relatable and understandable and educational. And the documentary is entertaining. It's not boring. It's not hard to watch. I actually had the opportunity to go to an event where the filmmaker was actually honored with an award for his dedication to sickle cell advocacy and his support by making this film. I have some pictures shown here from that event. Now, if you haven't seen Spilt Milk, you need to go watch it. You need to watch it, you need to share it, and you need to donate. The creators of this story did a pretty excellent job at prompting people who watch it to want to help, to want to change, to want to be a part of the change. So in recognition of September being Sickle Cell Awareness Month, I encourage you to go watch this documentary. It's actually on YouTube and it's actually free to watch. But after you watch it, I would encourage you to donate because the producers of this documentary made this film available free and basically funded this whole entire project through fundraising and through their own money. So, so let's show some support. Show some support. That's hard to say together fast. Let's show some support. Let's show some support and share this, guys. Share the documentary. Share it on your social media. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Watch it together with some family. Watch it. Share it with your doctor. Share it with your nurses. Um, let's do some sickle cell awareness. All right.